This is a pretty cool display. This is the inside of a Titan rocket, and kind of depicting, what happens at stage separation. And you got these flashing LEDs pointed at the engine bell of the stage in front. Okay, and behind is what you have. This is the surface of the tank, the fuel tank, and it's just kind of this big round thing, but just filled with fuel to supply the first stage or second stage. And then when this thing ignites, it's like, just pure flame and pressure, and inside here we can see the engine componentry. Very complex. I worked on jets, I didn't work on rockets. I think rockets are actually a lot simpler in theory, but in development they're a lot more complex because they're dealing with a lot higher pressures and velocities, and fuel compounds that are way more volatile, way more volatile than jet fuel. Jet fuel is basically kerosene, but you can see the engine mounts in there, and beneath, in front of the, I guess that would be kind of the accessory package or the engine package. You have the lower or bottom portion of the fuel tank that directly supplies the rocket combustion. And when these things blow, man, they blow big. This is a big display that covers the entire width of the museum. I'll just back and pan, and it goes like, yay. So this was a Titan missile that at one point they decided to put a man on top of it, or a couple men, and that was the Gemini Program. Here's a couple autographs from some of the guys involved. Anyway, back here we got more flashing lights and display. So it's funny, this says Gemini 9, docking and spacewalk plagued with problems. Well, that's, and then you got the twins here. This is Castor and Pollux, and it is basically Gemini nature to because the dual nature of Castor and Pollux. I think in astrology that problems are kind of part of the course. So here's some kind of a sample in a resin casing. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't know what that sample is. I'm really curious about that. Ooh, oh my god, an Omega. It's an Omega Speedmaster. That's upside down. Wow, that is a nice piece. A nice piece of history right there. And I am an Omega man myself. That's a Speedmaster, which was a watch that was commonly worn by astronauts in the space program. That's basically your moon watch right there. And the counterpart for the Mariner, not the astronaut, but the Aquanaut, was the Seamaster, which is what I'm wearing right here. And that's a real one, it's not fake. But mine's a chronometer, whereas the Speedmaster is a chronograph. The Rolex equivalent of that would be the Daytona. Very, very coveted and expensive watch. Moving on.